Have you ever felt fear take over your whole body? That heavy chest, that racing heartbeat, that voice in your head whispering, "You're not good enough, you can't do this." We all know that feeling. But today I want to share the story of a young man named Arjun. He was trapped by fear, just like many of us, until one journey into the jungle and one meeting with a wise old man changed his life forever. Arjun lived in a small village at the edge of a thick forest. On the outside, he looked strong, capable, and healthy. But on the inside, he was fighting a secret battle. Fear ruled his life. He was afraid to speak up, afraid to chase his dreams, afraid of failing. Whenever an opportunity came, that little voice inside whispered, "What if you fail? What if people laugh? What if you're not good enough?" And so, Arjun stayed quiet. He stayed behind. He watched others move forward while he stood still. One evening, after yet another day of regret, he couldn't take it anymore. He had heard stories of a wise man who lived deep in the jungle. People said he had the answers to life's hardest questions. Arjun decided to find him. He packed a small bag, said goodbye to his mother, and stepped into the jungle. The deeper he went, the darker the forest grew. The trees seemed to close in, shadows stretched longer, strange animal calls echoed around him. His fear grew louder with every step. But Arjun whispered to himself, "I must find the truth. I cannot live like this anymore." After hours of walking, Arjun reached a massive banyan tree. Beneath it sat the old man, silver beard, calm face, wooden staff resting in his lap. Arjun bowed deeply and said, "Master, fear is stealing my life. Please tell me, what is the secret to defeating it?" The old man opened his eyes slowly. They were calm, deep, almost like a quiet river. He said, "Sit, my child. If you wish to defeat fear, you must first understand it. Tonight, you will not just hear my words, you will experience them." And so began Arjun's 3 tests. The wise man led Arjun to a narrow wooden bridge over a roaring river. It shook in the wind. The water below was dark and violent. "Cross it," the wise man said.
Arjun froze. "What if it breaks? What if I fall?" The old man smiled. "That is fear speaking. It shows you what could go wrong but hides the truth, that you are stronger than you think. Step forward, one step at a time." Shaking, Arjun stepped onto the bridge. The wood creaked, his fear screamed. But with each slow step, the fear grew quieter.
And when he reached the other side, he realized the bridge was not as dangerous as his mind had made it. The master said, "Do you see? Fear told you a story of weakness, but reality showed you your strength." Back at the clearing, the wise man placed a clay pot before him. Inside, something moved. "Reach in," he said. Arjun's chest tightened. "What if it's a snake? What if it bites me?" The master replied, "Fear is a master of imagination. It shows you the worst picture, but until you face it, you will never know the truth." Trembling, Arjun reached in. His hand brushed against something soft, alive. He pulled it out and laughed. It was just a little frog. Harmless. The wise man said, "Do you see? Fear punished you twice, once in your mind and once in reality. But most of the time, the danger exists only in the mind." For the last test, they went deeper into the forest until the growl of a wolf echoed through the trees. Glowing eyes appeared. Arjun's body froze. "Master, we must run!" The wise man's voice was calm. "No, running will make it chase you. Stand firm, face it, show it you are not weak." Arjun's knees shook, but he remembered the bridge. He remembered the frog. He forced himself to stand tall. The wolf growled, then slowly tilted its head and walked away. Arjun's chest pounded with pride. He had faced his greatest fear and survived. The wise man said, "Now you see, fear is not your enemy. It is your teacher. It shows you where your courage is waiting." When the sun rose, Arjun bowed to the wise man and walked out of the jungle. His fears didn't disappear, but they no longer controlled him. He finally understood fear is not a wall, it's a door. And on the other side of that door is freedom. So let me ask you, my friend, what fear is standing in your way right now? Fear of failure? Rejection? The unknown? Remember Arjun's lesson. Fear is not the end. It is the beginning. Step into it and you'll discover the courage that was inside you all along.